Hey everybody, and welcome to this Funnel Scripts training. This is a brand new training on using the new Funnel Scripts blueprints. So today we're going to be going over Funnel Scripts blueprints, how to use them, new ones, and those of you that are here live are going to have a chance to suggest some other stuff that you'd like for me to add. So the first question is, what are Funnel Scripts blueprints? Basically, Funnel Scripts blueprints are visual representations of how to use funnel scripts with your typical funnel setups. So, and we're gonna look at them here in just a second, but the purpose behind the Funnel Scripts blueprints is real simple. You need to set up a funnel, whatever type of funnel it is, and these will show you which funnel scripts will help you with which parts of that particular funnel. So here's how people are using funnel scripts the wrong way. And we've been doing this now for a year and a half. Funnel Scripts has been up. We started out with 19 scripts. Now we're up to over 30. I pay attention to all the tickets that come in the help desk. And this is the wrong question to ask when it comes to funnel scripts. I just signed up for funnel scripts. Which one should I use? Because if you ask that, then you're not going to really be able to use them, but you would be shocked at how many people ask that question. So here's a better question to get the most out of funnel scripts. Here's a better question. I want to blank which funnel script or scripts should I use? So the key thing to remember is that funnel scripts are basically there to help you do individual parts of your funnel. So when you ask that question, I want to do X, which funnel scripts should I use? That's where the Funnel Scripts blueprints comes in, okay? So how do you use the funnel script blueprints? Well, let's take a look. And we're actually going to download the latest version off of the dashboard. If you don't know where these are, you come to the Funnel Scripts dashboard, you scroll down, and by the way, you should, if you haven't, you need to watch the Funnel Scripts Quick Start video. Then you scroll down here on the right and you'll see where it says Funnel Scripts Blueprints. You want to click the download here button, and these are a PDF file that you can download. Now I've added a bunch to this, and what I'd like to do is go through and just and show each of these to you, and then I'll be glad to take questions from the live audience here. So if you want to set up an opt-in funnel, think about what is an opt-in funnel. An opt-in funnel is basically a page where you offer a bribe or some reason for them to sign up. They come into your database and they get into your autoresponder sequence, and then they go to a page where you usually call it the confirmation page. And typically on that confirmation page, you are going to make some sort of an offer. Might be a one-time offer, might be just your sales letter, might be an offer for a sign up to a webinar, could be anything. So here's the way to look at this. Every single page on any funnel, with really no exceptions, you're going to have a headline. So first thing you're going to want to do is use the headline script. So you can click on the headline script. I'm not going to click on these all the time, but literally right there within the blueprint, you can click on that. See if I can open that in a new link. You can click on it right there and it'll take you directly to the script that you need. So this takes you to the killer headline script, which will make headlines for virtually any type of page. So for your bribe, all right, you've got the lead capture script, which will help you to do your verbiage. You can also use the PowerPoint opt-in video script, which will create a little PowerPoint outline that you can then use to create a PowerPoint video. You can use a talking head video. You can also use the auto email follow-up script. And you can also use long sales letter script over here for your offer on your opt-in page, short sales letter script, PowerPoint video script, or you can use the one-time offer or the one-time offer done for you script. Now, a quick note for all of you guys, and a note on this training and future trainings. We have hundreds of people here And oftentimes I will get inundated with 50, 60, 100 questions. If I don't answer your question, you can always contact the help desk at support@clickfunnels.com and they can follow up with you as well. Otherwise, these calls would take 3 or 4 hours. So thanks for your patience, and I appreciate that. So let's look at the next one. Let's say you want to sell a product, and here on a product sales funnel, let's understand that a product sales funnel, that could be a product, it could be coaching. A lot of times you'll hear people say, hey, I sell high ticket items, or I sell coaching, or I sell e-commerce stuff, or I sell this, I sell this, I sell this. Pretty much this process, no matter what you're selling, is going to work the same way. Whether you're selling a $2,000 product, you're selling a $20 product, the process, the funnel structure is basically the same. All right. It's whatever you're selling is going to be different. But in a product sales funnel, you can have a bribe, basically an opt-in, something to get people to sign up, or you can just go straight to start with your sales offer. I know that Russell does it both ways. I do it both ways. A lot of people do it both ways. And the answer of which way is better is pretty much you have to test. All right. Which one's going to get you the most people coming through, the most people buying, and net you the most amount of money? In my opinion, you should start with a funnel that has opt-in on the front end to begin with, because that'll allow you to get people into your database so that you can follow up with them. Okay, so same thing. Headline script, you're pretty much going to use your headlines on your bribe page, your sales page, and your one-time offer page. Now, obviously, it's not going to be the same headline, so you can use a headline script 3 times, one for each of these pages. Then you got your PowerPoint opt-in video script to help you make your video to tell people about your bribe. You can optionally use the lead capture script, which helps you come up with page for verbiage for on your page. You also have your call to action script, which will help you to create your call to action verbiage for your buttons on the opt-in page and on the order page as well. On your sales page, you can use long form sales letter, which it'll help you to write. And I know that we're all in the age of, hey, video sales letter, video sales letter, video sales letter. But long form sales letters with some markets do actually work better. And so this one will help you write a nice long form sales letter. The thing to keep in mind, especially if you're selling to people who might be at their office computer, people who might be where they can't listen to a video, watch a video, then you want to consider using a long form sales letter, because they can't have their speakers going at work, or they can't take a chance of someone overhearing them watching and listening to your sales video. Depending on the sales price of whatever it is that you're selling, you may end up just using the short sales letter script. You can also use the PowerPoint video sales letter script, or don't forget, we have in here the VSL Wizard, which is a downloadable piece of software that makes an amazing, and let me say it again, it makes an amazing sales letter, video sales letter, and it even pops out the actual PowerPoint slides for you to be able to create that. And it works on both PC and Mac. You can download it. You just answer 21 questions, take you less than 15 minutes, and this bad boy throws out an awesome video sales letter for you. This, honestly, when I'm making my own video sales letters for stuff, if it costs under $100, $200, this is my go-to script that I'm using. I use this all the time. And by the way, when it comes to funnel scripts, I'm gonna let you guys know that I'm the biggest power user of funnel scripts that's out there. Every single one of these scripts I'm using. I'm using my own stuff. So I'm just letting you know. Okay, so for your one-time offer, there are actually 3 different types of one-time offer. If you've read Russell's book on .com secrets. He actually talks about 3 different one-time offers. It's the one-time offer of the next thing. There's also a one-time offer for do it faster, or the one-time offer for done for you. But we have 2 scripts in here because the next thing and the do it faster are basically the same thing, and it was really a redundant script, so we didn't have 3 of them in there. So again, everybody can access all of these. If you're looking to access it, you just go to the dashboard, click on the download here for the Funnel Scripts blueprints, and then you can access all of this stuff just by clicking the links in the PDF, and it'll open up for you. All right, so let's look at the next one. So sales webinar funnel. All right, this one is if you're going to use a webinar to sell whatever it is you're selling. So if you're selling, again, doesn't matter what it is. I've used the perfect webinar to sell software, to sell a service, to sell plugins, to sell coaching, to sell ebooks, to sell classes. I mean, everything, physical items, digital, doesn't matter. All right. I have made more money from the perfect webinar, from understanding how the perfect webinar works, when you take it webinar by webinar or sales event by sales event, than I have any other tool. And that's the God's honest truth. So if you want to create your sales webinar, you can use the perfect webinar, and we actually have the new version of the perfect webinar. We have Perfect Webinar Wizard version 2.0 is in there now. So this one is totally based around all the distinctions that Russell has taught in his Expert Secrets book. And again, all you got to do to get to it is click on the Perfect Webinar Wizard click here thing. The Perfect Webinar Wizard writes your promo emails, it writes your ads, it writes your registration page, it writes your it writes the script for your video, it writes everything that you need for your webinar, creates your promotional email. I mean, it creates everything. And if you want to write all the emails to follow up on whatever it is that you're offering, then you can use the webinar follow-up script, which will write all of your emails for you to send out to people to do your follow-ups to get them to buy after the webinar in case they didn't buy yet. So this one right here, if you want to sell with webinars, then go to the 3rd blueprint here, and this will take you to everything. All right. And if you're not doing a perfect webinar, or let's say you're doing an informational webinar or something like that, you're just not, for whatever reason, not using the perfect webinar, then you can use the webinar opt-in script in order to create the content for your registration page. Next one is the self-liquidating offer. This is the one where you might be giving something away, like your book for shipping and handling, or you're doing something for a real low price. And so again, what does every page need? It needs a headline. And then here, whatever it is that you're giving away, unless you don't have your book or you have your report or your free MP3 or your recording or whatever, you can use the profitable title script, which I think is one of the cooler scripts we have, because what this will do is it helps you create titles for your products, for services, for all kinds of stuff, and they resonate with your audience because they contain the keywords and your niche and all kinds of stuff. And you don't really, I mean, it's like 5 or 6 things you got to fill out here. You'd be amazed. So if you're having trouble coming up with titles for stuff, this is the one that you want to use. I use it, again, I use it all the time. And the neat thing about this one actually is that it also will help you to brainstorm domain names that can match the title of whatever your product or book might be. So the thing to remember, though, is when you're giving something away, or I've had people say, hey, I'm doing something for a nonprofit, or I'm doing something for this, and we're not really charging, and we're doing all this other stuff. The who, what, why, how script is the script that you use when you're explaining to people what it is that you're doing, and it's for something that's low cost or no cost or free plus shipping that really doesn't require a lot of explanation. So it doesn't need a big long sales letter for you to explain, you know, hey, Jim Edwards here. I just wrote a book on how to create amazing sales copy, and I want to get as many copies of it out there as I can. It's going to teach you this, 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 and this. I'd like to get you a copy. All you have to do is just pay shipping and handling, and I'll ship it right out to you. That kind of a thing. You don't need to go on for a half an hour about it. So that's the who, what, why, how script. And again, I know that Russell's most recent book, Expert Secrets, that's the one that everybody's talking about. But if you haven't read .com Secrets, which was his first book, that first book is what a lot of these scripts are based on. And it's really, really an excellent book. So you definitely need to read that as well. So whatever your core offer is, when you're doing a self-liquidating offer, basically how that works is you offer people for the lead magnet, whatever it is, and then you make some sort of an offer on the next page, whatever that might be. It might be for your coaching or the next level up or the next version of your software. And then so there you'd use the long form sales letter, the short sales letter, the PowerPoint video sales letter script. And then of course you optionally can then make them, oh, by the way, since you're here, let me make you a one-time offer on something. And then you would do a one-time offer for the next thing, or like I said, same thing applies. It's either the next thing or do it faster, or it's let us do it for you type thing. But again, these are the scripts that you would use to create this type of a funnel. Now, the invisible funnel is something that Russell came up with, which is pretty much you offer people to get the information or the product or whatever it is you're looking for now, and they can view it, they can consume it, and then they don't have to pay for it until they've actually gone through it. In other words, you go through all my training, do everything, and if you don't like it, pay us nothing, or if you do like it, we'll bill you later. Just if you don't like it, just let us know and we won't even charge you. So again, the way how this works is you have your invisible funnel registration page, then you have whatever your invisible funnel training is, and then you have an application. So again, you want to have a headline script on your funnel page, your application page. You can use the promote your webinar scripts to help come up with your sales copy for that. Then, and your emails to promote it. The magic bullet script, what that does is it helps you to write the copy in order for you to be able to create a video script or on-page sales copy for any type of try it before you buy it offer. And since, again, this is not something where it's your offer, you're asking for money up front, then you want it to be quick, pithy, very, very benefit oriented. And that's exactly what this does. Helps you to come up with your magic bullet script. And again, if you want to follow up, you can use the webinar follow-up scripts where it'll literally write an entire follow-up sequence for you after your webinar, pushing whatever it is that you were promoting on the webinar. All right. So next thing, this is, and you saw this when Russell did, or hopefully you saw this when Russell did his Expert Secrets book launch, is this called a 2-step free plus shipping. And what this is first you ask them, okay, where should I ship the CD? You don't see CDs so much anymore, DVDs, pretty much books. I mean, my last 2 computers I have, I don't know about you, but they don't even have DVD drives in them anymore. So you don't see so much of the DVD or CD offers anymore, but you see books a lot. So pretty much how this works is you have the offer of the freebie, just, where should I ship it? And then once they filled in their address, then they click to step 2. And then you're like, okay, and I just need you to help me out with shipping and handling. Doing a 2-step has been proven in a lot of cases to massively increase your conversion because they already put in their address. They're already engaged in the process. So, and then after they've done their billing and they've either added it to cart or submitted their order, then you can do a one-time offer where, and sometimes you'll see across the top, hey, your order's not quite complete. And then that's where you make the one-time offer, and then they can say yes or no. So again, here you would use the headline scripts on all the pages, your fast teaser and tweet scripts. This one is my go-to again. when you need to come up with a really quick email and get the first draft super fast, whatever you're doing, whether you're writing an email that's going to go in a sequence or whether you're writing an email to send out to your list, what this one does is it just gets all the important stuff out of your head. Because if you think about it, an email teaser, the only purpose of an email teaser is to get a click. In order to get a click, you need to grab their interest, you need to arouse their curiosity, and then you need to drive them to action. So that's what this does. It helps you write that really, really fast. And then also will give you some tweets and some social media type posts that you can use as well, just to help you drive traffic. Again, this is a low cost. It's actually free. You're just asking them to pay shipping and handling. So we would use the who, what, why, how script. And then, of course, on here, it's just going to be the same headline. It's not really, there's not going to be any sales message on this middle one. And then the one-time offer is going to be however you want to sell that. Now, as far as getting some traffic from ads, content, and email, this is where we have other scripts. We have the curiosity ad copy scripts, the PPC ad scripts, stealth close scripts, the free report script, Seinfeld topic scripts. And then email, we have the fast teaser tweet, auto email follow-up, promote your webinar, and webinar follow-up. Now, this is where I've basically doubled the size of the blueprints now. So these were all edited. The ones I just showed you, I added some new stuff. These are all new down here. So if you want to capture leads, one of the ways that you can do that is by offering free information. It's pretty straightforward. So the process for that is you have something with a killer title. What gets people to sign up, just as an aside, what gets people to sign up when you're trying to generate leads, whether you're generating the traffic from Facebook or AdWords or doing endorsed mailings or what have you, it really comes down to the title. If you've got a killer title for whatever it is you're giving away, people sign up. If your title sucks or sounds boring, you could have the greatest information in the world, but nobody's going to sign up for it because your title sucks. I don't know if you have found that true in your own life with stuff that you sign up for, but maybe think about that a little bit. The stuff that you've signed up for, that you've given your email, whether it was a webinar, it was a physical item, it was software, it was an ebook, a report, it had a killer title. Because if it didn't have a killer title, 99 times out of 100, you probably didn't sign up for it. So your free report scripts, then once you got a title, then you can use the free report script. And what that does is it helps you to brainstorm it basically helps you to brainstorm a free report, the outline of a free report based on 5 questions. And then that makes it easy for you to either outsource it or you create it yourself. And then the lead capture script would help you to come up with the form and the verbiage to actually put on your page to get people to sign up. Now, in a departure from the other blueprints, I then started thinking, and not just thinking, but going back and looking back at the tickets that have come into the help desk and started thinking in terms of the questions or the objectives that people have. So that's pretty much how the rest of these are organized. And hopefully this will be helpful for you. So typical one we'll see, I want to create a video sales message to sell a product, service, information, or coaching, whatever that is. There are 3 things here to make that easy for you to do for a video sales message. Okay. We have the VSL wizard, which I showed you. We have the Star Story Solution Wizard, which in my opinion is one of the finest examples of creating a sales message that is just so persuasive and does so many different things to get people to drop their defenses, to just get in sync with you and want to buy your stuff. And this was by far and away the most requested script from Russell's original book of .com secrets. This one took me months to put together. And what it does, it helps you come up with a complete sales presentation based on this Star Story solution pattern. And I would really encourage you to get in there and play with this one. Again, it's a downloadable wizard that'll work on both PC and Mac. It'll take you a little while to fill it out, probably, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, but you will be absolutely amazed at what this will help you to accomplish as far as creating sales copy that just rocks. And then we have the PowerPoint video sales letter script, which will help you to create an outline that you can then put the text into PowerPoint. Okay, next objective people frequently want to have is I want to create a written sales message to sell a product, service, information, coaching, etc. So we have the long sales letter script, we have the short sales letter script, and we have the Star Story Solution script. The neat thing about the Star Story Solution script is it works in written form, it works in video form. So it's rocking. If you haven't played with it, you need to go in and play with it. I know there's lots of bright, shiny objects in funnel scripts for you to play with. There's the Epiphany Bridge script that everybody was going nuts over and nuts for, and all the other stuff. But the Star Story Solution script is an awesome one for you. All right, so the next one that people say is I want to make more money from my funnel. I'm what do you say, taking a little artistic license, and they ask it a bunch of different ways, but the gist of it is I want to make more money from my funnel. So we have the order bump scripts, which these I don't think people are using enough. They should, and I'm not saying they're not using the thing, you're just not using order bumps enough. Basically what an order bump does is it helps you create the copy in order for you to come up with the order bump right there at the point of purchase. So you've heard people say, an order bump, you want fries with that, or think about in the grocery store where they have the candy and the gum and stuff down at little kid level right there at the checkout, and then the magazines and whatnot at the level of adults. This helps you to create all the pieces to be able to put those together really, really fast. Your $1 million testimonial script. Now, here's one that, again, awesome script. I don't think it gets used enough. This makes it easy for you to ask customers for awesome testimonials. Here's a mistake that people make, and I've seen this. I've been selling online now for 20 years, since 1997. And the way people ask for testimonials is the reason why they never get any testimonials, because they just say, hey, would you mind giving me a testimonial? Well, if somebody asks you that, you're like, well, what the heck do I say? And what this script will do, and you only have to enter in 4 things. I'll show you an example of it real quick. So we'll put in Jim Edwards. We're going after an author. Let's say ClickFunnels. And I want is for a product. All right. So we click on this, and this gives you an entire questionnaire that you can ask people in order to get a testimonial. So it'll ask for you can get a basic testimonial or a results-based testimonial, and it builds the entire thing for you that then you can mix and match. And there you go. So this one, it makes it a lot easier for you to get a testimony you can actually use. All right, so I don't want to go into it too in depth, but there you go. OTO, if you're not doing one-time offers, you're wrong. That's the gist of it. If you've got people buying from you, there's at least from my experience, 20 to 40% of those people will buy more from you right there on the spot if you do one of 2 things, or you do 2 things. 1, offer it and give them a hell of a deal on it. Those are 2 things you got to do. All right, next thing people say is, okay, I need to create and promote my webinar. So, and this should look pretty familiar actually from the one above, but this is a different way of thinking about it. All right, create your webinar. You're going to use the Perfect Webinar Wizard, or you're going to use the Magic Bullet if you're doing a webinar where you're teaching them and then they'll pay for it later. Promote your webinar script. This is another one that I use all the time. Like when I have a webinar, whether it's for my list and whether it's paid or free, when I'm doing any kind of a content type webinar, this is the one that I use. And it takes a little while to fill it out, but when you're done, all your stuff is done. All your emails to promote it, It's your copy, your event stuff for Facebook. It's amazing what this does for you. And then you have the webinar opt-in scripts for free webinar, and then we have the follow-up for your webinar. I need to create content, and I'm going to be adding another one of these shortly. But basically, if you need to create content, your content's got to have great headlines. So we've got our content headline scripts, which are different from the sales headline scripts. We got the Seinfeld email scripts. So this helps you come up with your topic ideas for your Seinfeld emails. And we have the free report scripts as well to help you create free reports. Next one, people say, hey, I need to write some emails. All right, well, first thing you got to remember with email is you got to have subject lines. So we have an entire script here that's all about creating subject lines. Now, this thing pops out over 180 different subject lines. And so it's not hard to fill out. You whack it and you'll come up with a bunch of subject lines. There's got to be at least one that will work for you. Then you've got the fast teaser and tweet, which is the one really for creating one-offs. So if you need to, hey, I need to create a teaser to promote something, or I need to create a teaser to announce something, whether it's a free video or a paid this or whatever it is, this is your script. And then the auto email follow-up is where you create an email follow-up sequence for a product you've sold or something where you need that 7-day follow-up. And then the webinar follow-up is specifically for after you've done a webinar and you want to follow up on a product offer that you've made. Next one is I need to run some ads. All right, well, we have the Facebook ad script, which is one of our most popular ones. This one I am particularly proud of because, again, I use it all the time for running my own Facebook ads. It doesn't take a lot to fill it out. Curiosity ad scripts, these are the ones that write those cool ads like, hey, Virginia drivers, save 50% on your car insurance with this sneaky trick, that kind of thing. It writes those, and those in certain circumstances work awesome. And let's see something. Here's the $1 million content headline script. So I was just making sure that was in there, but it is definitely there. And it is down here under titles, headlines, and subject lines. It's right there. All right. So we got the PPC ad scripts, which will help you to write the first drafts for PPC ads. Now, keep in mind that Google AdWords and other places are pretty restrictive as far as the number of characters you can do. So when you do these, when you're first putting them together, they may be a little long. So but it's always easier to edit and to pare something down than it is to write in the first place. So you may end up having to pare those down a little bit. But again, it's easier to edit than it is to stare at a blank cursor. And then we have the stealth close scripts, which are basically under the radar ads. And they are absolutely useful when you're doing content, things like that. When let's say you're doing a video where you're demonstrating something and you want to say, oh, by the way, if you'd like to be able to do this in 3 minutes, check out this link. So it helps you to come up with really cool verbiage that motivates people. So those are the funnel scripts those are the funnel scripts blueprints. And what I would also encourage you to do, they are available here. When you log into the dashboard and you scroll down on the right hand side, you'll see where it says Funnel Scripts Blueprints. You'll click the button there where it says download here. Another thing that you want to make sure that you do is right here where it says the big red button. It says click here for more Funnel Scripts training. All right. Here's a whole bunch more Funnel Scripts training. Here's the quick start video again. Here's always the latest training that we've had that month. And then we also have our past month's training where you can click that and you can look at the 1.5 years worth of training that we've done every single month, all the different things that we teach you. So if you're looking for how to get immersed in the funnel scripts and funnel scripts culture, that's how you're able to do that. Also, I'll go back to the main training page. We also have extended script demos where I have done demos with friends of mine and customers and stuff where we do extended demos of individual scripts and wizards. And we also have Funnel Fridays where you can see 30 episodes or 31 episodes that Russell and I have done live over the last year and a half on Funnel Fridays, and we're getting ready to start that back up again. We kind of had a little bit of a hiatus because he's been busy. We also have my funnel hacking live talk from Funnel Hacking 2017. And so that's an hour-long training. This is me teaching all about building blocks and whatnot. And this, again, to access all of this amazing training, and if you're not already signed up for the live trainings, you'll want to make sure that the first thing you do when you come through here, again, from the main dashboard, scroll down, you'll see the quick start video. You want to watch that. You'll click on click here for more funnel scripts training. All right. You'll click that button and that'll take you to this page where you're able to access all the things that I just showed you. So that's it for the Funnel Scripts Blueprint training.